It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And the Chiefs had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup, And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. On first down, here's Mon. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Mon. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mon going to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Mon now off of play action. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kellen Mond taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They go play fake. Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Mon looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mon. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. On fourth down, Mon. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Moore, the man in motion. So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. A big play there for KC, 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn it loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On 2nd and goal, Mon. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Michael Gallup. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are back within a score.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Mond.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Mond.
He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, That's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Moore, the man in motion. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Moore, the man in motion. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here we go, set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He's back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. They'll look to throw. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Ready.
Here's Mond. They're going for it. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the 4th-round pick out of Georgia, Zamir White. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And he got it. The kick is gone, and a fantastic finish here on